Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. This is going to be a bit of a channel update regarding the future of this channel, as well as the creation of a new channel. And then it's going to be followed up with a stream of thought discussion about my reasons for being here. I'm back in my content creation era again, and am back to work on a new YouTube video, as well as I've been streaming. First, the news about this new channel. This channel, for the foreseeable future, will be for streaming, clips, skits, and other highlights dedicated to the things I'm working on. If that's not to your taste, you may like the second channel I'm working on. Since my most recent videos on this channel have been iceberg content, I've created a second channel known as JJ's Rabbit Holes, where that content will be posted. As of now, it's purely reposts from this channel, along with some shorts from those videos, but come December, there will be some new content rolling through that will be only posted on that channel. I'll also be posting the new YouTube channel in the description of this video for those interested. With that in mind, if you decided to stay for me personally, I thank you. The rest of this video is just going to be thoughts I've been having and my reasons and decisions. I've really missed being part of a production as of late. I did some paid and unpaid work in theater while I was in college, and I've just really missed putting myself out there for others to see, for better or worse. With the release of the game Dispatch and the fact that most of the cast originated from YouTube, it's also just made me realize that I would really like to actively pursue a career in that kind of field. I know everyone wants to be internet famous, and the most revered job to the average person is content creation, but I'm still young enough that I have some time to screw around before I need to lock in. People in theater used to joke about how most of us were going to be stuck working as a waiter or waitress, looking for their big break, and given how accessible it is for the average person to open their phone and start streaming, becoming someone others want to watch and ultimately spend time with is an even more daunting task than becoming an actor. There's quite a bit of work that gets put into generating content, and it can be a very hectic task for someone to be a part of. People hire full-time editors to make videos look good, artists for what is essentially background media to advertise their brand. You need to be in the mood to interact with others and ultimately witty enough to have a good rapport with others and viewers. You need scriptwriters to research the content that you're putting out, because nothing ruins a reputation like spreading false information. And as someone coming onto the scene, you either need to dump quite a bit of money in the hopes that you can recover it down the line, which is an extremely risky venture for ultimately not a lot of gain, or you become your own workhorse and take all those roles upon yourself. Certainly not the easier of the two options, but definitely the most cost-effective, and for some, the only choice, as money certainly isn't easy to come by, especially in this day and age. There are obvious highlights to this job, of course. In the case of making iceberg content like I do, it's that you get to spread knowledge to people about something you spent time creating. Every iceberg is a video that I have lovingly researched each topic for and jotted down for the enjoyment of others. I don't always get it right, of course, as the comments from my first Egyptian iceberg video show, but it's ultimately a very enjoyable experience to be able to share what you know and have learned with others. I'm not some big YouTube personality, as you could have guessed, so I can't exactly explain how it's going to be to do that, but I can speak a bit from the perspective of being an actor. In acting, people don't come to see you specifically, they wish to see a play that you are a part of and have had a hand in creating. Regardless, as they sit and watch you perform for roughly an hour and a half, they get to witness the touches that you've given to this specific form of media, and you are ultimately able to elevate their experience from your role in the production. In a sense, they come to know a version of you over the duration of the play, depending on the role you have enveloped, and you can change their experience. In a way, content creators are very similar to actors. They take a form of media, be it gaming, video clips, or something else, and they show you a form of that media through the lens of their thoughts and actions as additions to what you see and hear. The content creator can take the form of an actor on screen, taking your attention and directing it to their actions, or they can take a form of your friend sitting next to you, comment on what you were both watching. In person, I'm normally a pretty reserved individual. I have a hard time being present in conversations and activities. But when I'm on stage, I feel more confident and I'm better able to direct my normally repressed emotions into the experience I'm a part of. Some of the best feelings I've ever experienced were being on stage and the afterglow following a performance. I don't mean to be crude, but honestly, I think it's better than sex. Maybe I've only had bad experiences in that department though, but I could totally be to blame for that. Leaving the stage and being told by others how well you performed or that you moved them has to be a similar experience to having fans that go out of their way to watch you. And I think that is ultimately my goal. I want to be able to elevate others' experiences. I want to be a good role model for others. I want to help others in similar positions, and I want to be someone that others want to watch and spend time with. Chalk it up to a lonely childhood if you must, but I don't see that as an ignoble goal to want to help others and be liked. Maybe a bit presumptuous, but I think we'll just leave it there for the moment. To anyone who has watched this whole video and my stream of consciousness, I thank you for your participation. I just felt the need to write down my inner thoughts a bit and put the message out into the world, so to speak. From this point on, it's just hard work, dedication, and a non-insubstantial amount of luck. Thank you.